Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Bruce Konechny. Welcome to my podcast, One Man's Voice. Today is April 18th, 2019. And today we want to talk about how and why the Democratic Party is dead. That's right. You see, ladies and gentlemen, people who believed in the Democratic Party and those that believe in it now are being fooled. You're being lied to. I don't even want to mention this filthy woman's name. She's a Muslim that comes out of Michigan that's anti-Semitic. And she smiles at it and laughs at it. While Nancy Pelosi does what she can to protect her vile and hate speech against the Jews. She's a worthless piece of garbage, in my opinion. She doesn't deserve to be in Congress. She should be kicked out. But no, you can't have a party of hate if you kick out everybody who hates. AOC talks maybe we shouldn't have children. So they passed laws in New York and Virginia about killing off babies even after they're born if the abortion doesn't go right. I mean, that's sick. And Nancy Pelosi invokes the word God when she thinks it's necessary for her campaign, while at the same time speaks out of the other side of the mouth and says she didn't want the prayer group, the Patriot Prayer Group in her parks, spreading vile speech. This is a party of hate. For all of you grassroots Democrat, I want you to open your ears and listen to that. It's a party of hate. It has been. It hates the American way of life. It hates the prosperity of America. Why do you think under Obama they were so gleeful and so jumpy? Because of the fact that they were getting their own way. People in America were suffering. Unemployment was up. The GDP was down. More people on welfare, more people on food stamps. Yay, we've got them. We've got the stronghold on this society. We're going to take control and we're going to have a socialist government. That's your leaders. I'm looking at the 2020 run for the presidency from the Democratic side, and I have to say it's a joke. It really is a joke. Everybody and their brother who thinks they have something to say, oh, goody, goody me, I'm going to run for president. It reminded me of the time out in California when I think it was a porn star on the Democratic side was running for governor. A little person was running for governor. Just because you can does not mean you are responsible enough and capable enough to handle the office. Yes, everybody would like to dream. Everybody wants the dream. But there's sets in a reality to sit there and say the dream's not going to happen. Beatty O'Rourke learned that lesson. His career in politics is over. He's running for the presidency when he didn't do anything while he was in government. And now you've got other people far better than him running, and he's out the door. He's dust. He's left. This party is a party of stupidity. It's a party of ignorance, party of hate, party of death. You heard Bernie Sanders, if you watched Fox the other night, Bernie Sanders in the town hall meeting saying we have to have comprehensive immigration reform. How long has Benny been in Congress and has done nothing for comprehensive immigration reform? You got to be joking. You're seriously going to listen to this guy and say, yeah, we need to do something about it, so let's elect him? You elected him into Congress. He did nothing about it. Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer said, yes, let's build the wall. They voted for it. And now they're not building the wall. Why? Because they say what you want to hear and move on. Because all they want is that $174,000 paycheck every year. They can't make any decisions. Really, Democrats, open your eyes and open your ears and listen to these people. What are they talking about? Improving the economy. We're at a 3% GDP. Our unemployment is down 3.8%. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. AOC told us that that's because people have two jobs. Stupidity. Okay? Stupidity. And people get on board with her, saying, yes, it's because Americans have 2 and 3 jobs. No, the job numbers aren't down. It's the unemployment. Those that are without jobs are down. Wake up. Yeah, New York City had a chance to make billions of dollars off of Amazon. But this dimwit, AOC, comes out and says, no, that's bad for New York. So he picked up and left. I mean, come on. That's what's going to happen when socialism takes control of this country. See, the Democrats are dead. It's the socialist Democrats now that run the party. And that they're dead. And when they start raising taxes on businesses, you know what businesses are going to do? They're going to leave. And when they leave, people are going to go back onto unemployment, welfare, and food stamps. When they leave, there's going to be nothing for the American people. They know, but they don't care. They really don't. All they want is power and control. The socialists that are in the Democratic Party. And that clown, and he is a clown, he sits there and reads all sorts of gobbledygook into the records, but sits there and says that he has proof that President Trump colluded with the Russians. And after the Mueller investigation in 2 years, and actually 4 different investigations said there was no collusion, he's still coming out saying he has proof. Shut up or show your proof. You see, it's a lie, people. This is the party, the Socialist Party of hate. The only way that they can win is to make you hate the other side so bad you'll vote for them. They have no future in mind for you. They don't want you to have a future. All they want you to do is vote for them. They want that $174,000 paycheck every year to do nothing. That's what a bunch of lawyers are. Do nothing, loudmouth liars who will steal money from your pocket, smile at you, and send you to jail. And that's what they're doing. That's our Congress from the Democratic side. Do you think, I mean, come on. The Patriot Prayer Group goes out and Antifa goes and attacks them? Is Antifa working for the Republicans or the Democrats? Are you that stupid to believe that they're on the Republican side? And the KKK? That's always worked for the Democratic Party. They push hate. Albert Sharpton goes out there and preaches hate, racial hate. Do you think he's voting Republican? Come on, people. You need to wake up and understand that they have been manipulating and using the party to pass the agenda of the socialists since the 1960s. It's time, people, to understand the Democratic Party is now dead. And the Socialist Party is up and running and alive. AOC suggests maybe you shouldn't have babies. That piece of filth from Michigan, kill all the Jews. That's what she wants to do. This is not a party of love. This is not a party that we anticipated fighting. From the beginning, again, from the beginning, Maxine Waters, day after the president was elected, he needs to be impeached. From the beginning, Chuck Schumer said, we are the party of resistance. That's socialist, people. That's not democracy. That's not the Democratic Party. You work together. Again, Nancy Pelosi, Chuck Schumer, all of those clowns and morons on the other side are sitting there saying, we're going to do this and this and this for you, and so far have done nothing but to try to destroy a man and a party. They can't do it. They can't do it. They're only destroying themselves. And you see that with the clowns that are running for the presidency of the United States. I have a Spartacus moment. Go, Cory Booker, back to New Jersey and shut up. You don't deserve to be in Congress, let alone run for the president. You're an overgrown child who doesn't know what he's doing, that takes the party line and tries to destroy a man over something you did. You did. You sexually assaulted a young lady in high school. You think you're above the law because you wrote an article apologizing? You sexually assaulted her. Dianne Feinstein shows lying how corrupt the party is. She was given a letter from an individual who did not want her name known. And the Republicans were willing to keep her name a secret. No, Dianne. You had to bring her name out. You had to expose this woman. You had to put her in front of the nation to tell her story and how stupid the story was. I don't know when, I don't know where, I don't know how, but he sexually assaulted me. Please. I saw holes in that as soon as she said she went to the party with her girlfriend and a guy she liked. And after that, and every woman will sit there and tell you that if something happened to her, she would go to her best friend and say something happened. She didn't. She ran out the door and went home because maybe her best friend was part of what happened to her. And the guy that she thought was a friend. Not Kavanaugh, but they made you believe Kavanaugh. They did. They lied. And Cory Booker had his Spartacus moment. Yeah, he didn't have any Spartacus moment. Okay, I mean, come on, people. If you don't open your eyes and see, if you don't open your ears and hear the truth, you will never understand the destruction of the Democratic Party and the destruction of the socialists that have now taken over the Democratic Party. You need to wake up. You need to sit there and say enough is enough. The only way now to regain control of the Democratic Party and get back to what the Democratic Party used to be is to not allow them to take office, to get them out, and reform your party. You really have to think how bad your party is. When the DNC, before the 2016 election, went bankrupt, they had no money. That's what the Democrats do. They waste the money. They tax you, or they'll say, give us, spend it all, and then they don't have anything. So in order for the DNC to stay alive for the 2016 election, Hillary Clinton, a candidate for the presidency of the United States, bought the DNC. Bought it. She was in charge of it while running for the presidency. I want you to think about that. She's got full control of the party. As one of her representatives said, well, Bernie Sanders really isn't a Democrat. He's a socialist. So we're not worried about him losing. I want you to think about that. And they rigged the election against him so that Hillary could win. She rigged the election so she could win. She was in control of the DNC. She can control the party. She lied about her email. She lied about the server. She lied about Benghazi. She lied about the reset button with Russia. You want collusion, people? You want collusion? The fake dossier that she paid for. She and the DNC paid for the fake dossier that started this whole thing. You want to talk about collusion? She worked with the Russians to come up with false information about President Trump so she could win the election, and she still lost it. She still lost it because a lot of the people, the elderly people, remember her from the 1990s, where you millennials don't. You millennials think she was something important, but she's nothing. She was nothing. Okay? It's the party of deceit, it's the party of lies, it's the party of cheating, it's the party of hate, it's the party of no religion, it's the party of fanticide, it's the party of discrimination. That's what the Democratic Party turned into. And my dad was a Democrat. We used to talk when we were younger. Never heard anything like this come out of his mouth. So you see why. I'm an independent. Yeah, I got my name on the Republican side. I want to keep in and see what they're saying. Because I already know the Democrats have lost total control of their minds. And you know what helps? You know what helps them continue to do this? You know what helps them continue to be destructive? The mainstream media. With the lies that they come out with the slander and defamation of character of President Trump that they come out with on a daily basis. They already got egg on their face on several occasions, but the biggest egg that landed on their face was the Mueller report when it said there's no collusion. Now the Democrats, since they can't beat him on collusion and they can't beat him on conspiracy, they're going after his tax records to see if there was a crime. Do you understand that? If you know, in this country, in America, if you know there's a crime, you can investigate it. You can ask for different things. You can get the warrants to say, I need this, 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 and this. There is no crime for President Trump. Yet they want his tax records to see if there was a crime. Sorry, people. It doesn't work that way. That's not the American way, but that's the Democrat Socialists' way of doing things. We control. We have power. You will do what we're told to do. And shut up, because that's what the Democratic Socialists are all about. You want to continue down that road, you go ahead and continue down that road. You want to continue to vote for that party, continue to vote for that party. But when this country dies, when socialism takes control, when businesses leave and people are on unemployment and welfare and food stamps, when people lose their homes because they don't have jobs, when people are out in the street and they can't feed their kids more than what we have today, when the borders are open and we are flooded with tens of millions of aliens coming in from other countries, then, only then, maybe you'll be smart enough to wake up and say, boy, did I blow it. This is Bruce Konechny. Thanks for listening. God bless each and every one of you. And open your eyes and your ears.